They buried the study, but they couldn't bury the truth that's hidden right in front of your eyes. Have you ever felt a gaze that seems to pierce through the very fabric of your social mask? There is a biological currency you are carrying, a power so raw it triggers a physiological response in every woman you meet. A study from the late 70s, hidden behind layers of academic red tape, revealed something startling about the eyes of the observer. When a man retains his essence, his very presence shifts the chemistry of the room. It's not about what you say or how you look, it's about the frequency you broadcast. In this deep dive, we are going to uncover the mechanics of attraction that nature tried to keep secret. We're talking about pupil dilation, the window to the soul, and the ultimate lie detector of the subconscious. The experiment was simple in design, but the implications were so dangerous they had to be suppressed. Researchers monitored the physiological markers of women as they interacted with different groups of men. Group A lived a standard modern lifestyle, while Group B had practiced retention for over 60 days. The results weren't just significant, they were a total deviation from established psychological norms. When faced with the retained men, the women's pupils dilated by an average of 25% more. This wasn't a conscious choice, it was a primal autonomic reaction to a perceived high value male. To understand why, we have to look at what happens inside a man when he stops the constant drain of his vitality. Testosterone levels don't just peak and fall, they begin to saturate the androgen receptors throughout the body. This saturation leads to a physical hardening, a sharpening of the features, and a deepening of the voice. But more importantly, it changes the pheromonal signature you leave in the air. Pheromones are the invisible language of nature, and your body starts speaking a dialect of pure power. The vomeronasal organ in the female nose picks up these subtle chemical cues instantly. It signals to her brain that a man of exceptional genetic health and self control is nearby. Evolution has hardwired women to seek out these traits for the survival of the species. For thousands of years, the man who could master his urges was the man who led the tribe. In the modern era, this mastery has become so rare that it acts like a magnetic anomaly. This is what people describe as an aura, that unexplainable weight you carry in a room. Your presence begins to precede you, influencing the behavior of everyone in your vicinity. Men become more respectful and women become more curious, often without knowing why. But let's go back to the pupils. Why is this specific reaction so telling? Pupil dilation is controlled by the autonomic nervous system, meaning it cannot be faked. It is the body's way of saying, I am seeing something that I need to take in more of. It is a mark of deep intrigue, high level focus, and profound biological attraction. The system doesn't want you to know this, because a man in full control of his essence is dangerous to the status quo. They want you chasing shadows, addicted to instant gratification and digital distractions. When you retain, you break the chains of modern conditioning and step into your true power. You've likely noticed your luck improving, as if the universe is finally aligning with your intent. It's not luck, it's the result of having the mental clarity to see opportunities before they pass. Your intuition sharpens to a razor's edge, allowing you to move through the world with grace and precision. This luck is simply the harmony between your internal state and the external world. But let's be honest, this path isn't easy. The urges will come like a tidal wave in the middle of the night. The world will test you, trying to pull you back into the comfort of the drain. Every time you say no to the urge, you are saying yes to the man you are destined to become. This is the forge of masculinity. The heat is necessary to burn away the weakness. You are building a reservoir of energy that can be channeled into your work, your art, and your life. The lion doesn't need to roar to let the jungle know he is there. His presence is enough. The most powerful part of the buried study was the long term observation of these men's lives. Within 6 months, the retained group saw a massive spike in career advancements and financial gains. They were seen as more trustworthy, more capable, and more deserving of leadership. This is the power that the ancient schools of wisdom have been teaching for millennia. You start to notice a clarity in your thoughts that you haven't felt since childhood. The brain fog lifts, and you can see the chessboard of life with total transparency. Your eyes become hunter's eyes. intense, focused, and profoundly alive. Social anxiety evaporates, replaced by a deep seated sense of belonging and authority. Conversations flow more naturally, and people seem drawn to your orbit like planets to a star. You no longer seek validation, you provide it, and that is the ultimate attraction. How long have you been on this journey? Whether it's day 1 or day 1000, your presence matters. The time you invest in yourself is the only investment that pays infinite dividends. Share your story in the comments. Your words might be the light another brother needs. Let's talk about the physical cost of the drain. Zinc, the mineral of kings, is lost with every release. Zinc is essential for testosterone production, immune function, and mental sharpness. By retaining, you are hoarding this precious mineral, fueling your body's most vital systems. Think of your body as a high performance machine. You wouldn't bleed the oil out of a Ferrari and expect it to run. Your essence is the fuel for your ambition. Without it, you are just a ghost in a shell. When you are full of energy, you are unshakable. The storms of life cannot move you. We see it in the eyes, we smell it in the air, but women also feel it in your touch. Your skin has a different temperature, a different texture. When your androgen levels are high, it sends a shiver down her spine that she can't explain, a signal of primal safety and strength. The truth they buried is that you are a god in the making. If only you can control your lower nature. Look back at the great civilizations of the past. The Egyptians called it the sacred oil. The Stoics practiced it to sharpen their logic and unshakable resolve in the face of chaos. In the East, the monks knew that a man's creative power was directly proportional to his sexual discipline. These texts weren't just religious, they were manuals for biological optimization. They knew what modern science is only now beginning to rediscover. Semen retention creates a biomagnetic field around you that is palpable to others. It's not magic, it's the result of your nervous system operating at a higher voltage. People will turn their heads before they even see you, sensing the shift in the room's energy. To master this, you must master your mind. The battle is won in the silent moments. When the temptation is strongest, that is when the most growth occurs. You are becoming the master of your own destiny, one decision at a time. Every time you release without purpose, you are trading a piece of your future for a moment of pleasure. Think of all the energy you wasted. Energy that could have built empires. It's time to reclaim that vitality. It's time to stop being a ghost in your own life. Your mind is either your greatest ally or your most dangerous enemy on this journey. Semen retention forces you to confront the deeper patterns of your subconscious mind. The clarity you gain isn't just about focus, it's about emotional resilience and stoic calm. When you walk into a room, you are not just a body, you are a concentrated field of intent. Men will intuitively defer to your judgment, sensing the strength of your internal foundation. Women will feel the pull they cannot name, anchored in the ancient biology of the species. This path has no shortcut. It is a slow, steady accumulation of masculine energy. Every day, you choose discipline over release. You are climbing another step toward greatness. The man you were is being replaced by the man you were always meant to be. You start to find joy in the simple acts of discipline, the cold showers, the clean diet, the hard work. Your sleep becomes deeper, your dreams more vivid. As your body enters a state of high level repair, you are no longer fighting your nature. You are finally working in harmony with it. The energy you retain becomes the creative force behind your greatest ambitions. What will you build with this power? What legacy will you leave for the world? The choice is yours, and the power is finally back in your hands. True power is not found in exertion, but in the restraint of one's own impulses. The retained man is like the deep ocean, imposing silent and containing depths that others can only guess at. You are adopting the mindset of the emperors who built the foundations of our world. You are the guardian of your own sanctuary. Nothing enters or leaves without your command. Your awareness expands, catching the subtle shifts in the intentions of those you meet. This discipline is your armor in a world designed to keep you vulnerable and exposed. We are reclaiming a legacy that was almost lost to the noise of the modern world. You are honoring the ancestors who knew that greatness required the tempering of the self. The torch has been passed to you. It is your turn to carry the light of discipline. Stand tall, command your biology, command your life. There is a silent revolution happening. Men across the globe are waking up to their true nature. It starts with one man, one decision, one day, and it spreads like wildfire through the collective consciousness. You are a lighthouse for those still lost in the storm of instant gratification. By changing yourself, you are changing the fabric of the world around you. Watch the eyes of the people you meet. See the dilation for yourself. It's the ultimate validation that you are on the right path. Attraction is just the first layer. The real power is what you do with it. Stay on the path. Even when it feels like the world is against you, the heights you can reach are only limited by the energy you are willing to retain. So, what do you do now? You start by making the decision. One day at a time. Eliminate the triggers. Clean your environment. Change your habits. Focus on your mission. Let the attraction be a byproduct, not the goal. Remember those pupils. They don't lie. They are the mirror of your internal state. Be the man that the world has to acknowledge. Be the man that nature intended you to be. You've explored the physical and the psychological. But there's a spiritual dimension to this as well. When you stop the leak, you start to feel a connection to something greater than yourself. The universe starts to speak to you in the language of synchronicity and deep peace. You are no longer a victim of circumstance. You are the architect of your own reality. This journey is yours to take. No one can do it for you, and no one can take it from you. Step out of the shadows and into the light of your own potential. The world is waiting for you. Are you ready to claim your power? Are you ready to be the man whose gaze commands the room? Commit in the comments. Let us know you're with us. This is just the beginning. The path of the retained man is a path of silent, unshakable strength in a noisy world. It is the recognition of your own potential and the discipline to see it through to the end. The power of your ancestry flows through your veins. A legacy not just for you, but for the future generations of men. The silent revolution continues, and your place in it is secured by your resolve. If this video spoke to you, hit the like button. It helps us reach more brothers who are still in the dark. Share this link with someone who needs to hear the truth today. We are stronger together. Subscribe to the channel and turn on all notifications. We have more deep dives coming your way soon. Creating these long form, research based videos requires significant time and resources. If you find value in our mission and want to support the uncovering of more hidden truths, please consider using the thanks button. Your support directly fuels the high quality research and cinematic production we bring to you. Every contribution, no matter the size, makes a difference. Stay disciplined, stay focused, and above all, stay retained. We'll see you in the next investigation